Good morning and happy March 1st. I am so excited to be here. It is Saturday and I have a day full of nothing but gardening and I am so excited. I'm excited you're with me. I hope you're doing great. I am going to be doing a lot of seed starting, but I'm also going to be doing some cutbacks and late winter pruning in my front yard. So let me show you what it is that I'm doing. And then also, I don't know if you saw my last video, we got a puppy, Teddy. And Teddy he's so tiny, and we got him in the middle of the snow, so he has learned to go out and go to the bathroom in the mulch so far, and now that it's warmer, he'll start moving into the grass, but there are some areas that I need to remulch that have kind of gotten worn out from us walking out here. We're taking him out regularly. So I'm going to show you really quick what it is that we're going to do, and I'm going to run to Lowe's with my husband and get some mulch, and who knows what else we're going to find, because I always seem to find some plants. So let's go look, but first let me show you what I'm going to do. So here is the front of my house, and it looks a little bare, but there's a lot hidden in the soil ready to germinate, a lot of seeds, a lot of perennials. And so what I need to do is I am going to cut back this rose. So I'm going to cut it back and just kind of get it in control. And then I'm also going to go ahead and cut the blooms, the winter interest that I leave on my hydrangeas. I'm going to cut those back here, and then over there. And I'm also going to cut back my roses. I want to show you something though. This rose and one over here against my house has Rosette, which is a virus that is in the soil that roses get. And the telltale signs are the thorns are like the old blooms are crazy looking. The thorns are super close together. I don't know if you can see that. They just don't look right. Like, this is how it should look. And this area doesn't actually have it, but once the rose has it, there's nothing you can do about it, and you truly have to get it out because it does spread to other roses. Now, I am going to pull this out, but I'm not going to pull it out this year because I'm not going to pull it out right now. So what I'm going to do is cut it back pretty hard, and then I'm going to cut my other roses. Now, when you cut anything with Rosette, you can spread it by using your clippers on the infected one and then spreading it to uninfected or not infected roses. And so what you want to do is, if at all possible, you want to cut the other ones first, and then always clean your pruners anyway to disinfect them, but you want to be super careful so you're not spreading viruses, diseases, insects, that sort of thing between different plants, and especially here. So I'm doing something a little uncommon. I am going to try and limp this rose along until I am at a place where I can pull it out and replant something. It may come to me just pulling it out. I'm not 100% sure. But as my plan is right now, I'm just going to cut it back some. Say hello to Barry. He is an indoor cat that is not supposed to be outside, but he is very naughty now that we've got the puppy. He hates the puppy. So he gets out, and I mean, he'll come right back. He's a good cat. So espalier is looking really good. I moved this. This had the other two vines under here. I hated the look of it. I wanted to kind of cap it off. And so this year we're going to really work on growing the vine on the side of the house. I've got a video on how I did this. I always get a lot of questions. This is a wild beast that I have to tame multiple times a year. It is Carolina jasmine, and it grows crazy. Not sure that I would highly recommend this vine. Maybe one that's a little bit tidier. I don't know if there's a such thing, but I am going to be fertilizing this in the next coming weeks. But this is the bed that Teddy has learned to go to the bathroom. We've watched so many YouTube videos and learned that once they use the bathroom in one place, that technically that's how you potty train them, is by going back. And so he found this corner back here, and literally he's 3 pounds, so his going to the bathroom isn't so bad friendly. Now, this area is where we have got to remulch, so we're going to pick up some mulch in here so that we can go ahead and keep it looking nice. I have crazy amounts of plants. I'm going to show you what this looks like in the summertime. and all of those have come back or will come back. And so this is going to look like a jungle very soon. I'm going to try and keep it a little bit tamer. Well, maybe. I don't know who I'm kidding. But anyway, for now, we're going to remulch and get this kind of tidied up. So this video is going to be all about cleaning out and cleaning up and tidying my space to give me a little bit of a feeling of curbing this spring fever that I have found myself having. Today it's going to be 72. I do have a lot of seeds to start, but at the same time, I also want to focus on my landscape because I also love landscaping. It's not just flowers for me, and I hope that you will follow along. I'm sure you have a yard or a space that you also need to clean up. So just kind of watch your weather as you're starting to turn into the warmer season. You can start getting out and getting your space clean so that when you have your new plants, you have a place to plant. Getting any pruning done, any sort of like your spring checklist, if you will. So, okay, I'm going to head to Lowe's now, and then we will be back and we will get started. All right, first things first, I want to show you what I'm going to be using so that it's helpful for you if you are looking to be pruning any dead or cutting back anything for the winter. So I have these snips I got from Epic Gardening, and they are phenomenal. I'll link them below. And remember, I have a discount code with Epic Gardening. You can save 5% off of your purchase. These are such a nice quality pair of snips. They're made by Felco, and I think they're I need my glasses, I cannot see. I think they're 32. It says 32. I don't know if you can see that a little better than me, but I'll link it below what it is. I also, because I'm going to be pruning my knockout roses, I have rose gloves. I will link some on Amazon below as well. Roses are brutal. They hurt, and these are, I believe, cowhide. And so you can pick up roses, anything with thorns, and it protects your hands as well as your forearms because it goes up your arms. So this is the knockout rose we're going to start with first. I figured I have a better view of showing you over here, and also I need to prune that. So what my goal is with this rose is I want to take the size down. So you can use hedge trimmers if you want to. Roses, the knockout roses are very forgiving, but remember I told you that we have a issue with this rose, and so if I do that, it's going to be super hard to clean the shears. So I'm actually going to hand prune this, and what I do is I kind of go in and I start with the bigger stems that are going to bring a bigger portion of it down, and I clip it where I want it to be. All right, so roses put on a good bit of growth each summer. So I like to start my season off where it's a little bit shorter. So my goal is going to be getting it down about even with my shutters, which you can see, I don't know if you can see my finger, but right through there. So I'm gonna cut off a good bit. Now, a rule of thumb with pruning is you never want to take off more than a third. If you do with knockout roses, I will tell you, they are forgiving. It is super hard to hold these pruners with these great big old gloves, but they save me, so it's all right. All right, when you are pruning, you are looking for your main stem, and then you want to prune holding your pruners parallel to your stem. If you didn't have these big gloves on, that would be a lot better. So you want to not cut off too much. You can see a little bud growing right there. You want to cut just at the crotch or the crease or the V, and you just take a snip, but it is at the same angle parallel to the stem, the main stem. Okay, so when you're pruning, that's the best way to do it. Now, you can't always do it, but I do go in and I do try to do the best that I can. Now, understand that you don't have to be perfect. All you're doing is learning, okay? So I do have a video on how to properly prune a knockout rose. So if nothing else, go out and check that out. It is so nice to be sweating outside. I cannot tell you, it's supposed to be 74 today and I'm sweating. Had to put my hair up, and that is such a great feeling. So what I want to show you is how I'm going to clean the pruners. I'm just going to use rubbing alcohol and a cotton swab, and you just want to clean them super, super good. So I'm going to douse it with alcohol. Okay. And I'm just really wiping the blades, really wiping it down. I mean, it's cleaning it too, which is fantastic. Don't forget about the bottom parts right there that came in contact. You want to clean the whole thing. Next up is my Eden climbing rose that I got for Mother's Day last year. I'm going to just prune some of the height off of it and some of the ones that are coming crazy. I want to show you something, and it is heartbreaking. So you know how I just showed you the Rosette? It started on a rose over here, and I thought I had it in control. Then I noticed it on this rose, and so I was going to pull it out, and the reason that I didn't, and you may be thinking, well, Kim, it's going to spread to your other roses. Well, it already has. So this is an Eden climbing rose, and I'm gonna cut this off and show you. Do you see right here? That is a telltale sign of Rosette. So my climbing rose now has Rosette as well. So again, there is no cure. When you pull it out of the ground, it's because the soil is infected as well. You can't replant a rose. And it has single-handedly taken out every single one of my roses. So I think I'm done with knockout roses. As much as I love them, as much as I think they are beautiful, they are just, and now my climbing rose. Shoot. Okay, I'm just gonna clean this up. This is good for now. I'm gonna clean this up and then clean my pruners again and go do my other roses. All right, we're making progress. Two roses are done. I'm going to go ahead and cut back my hydrangeas, just the tips, and rock on from there. Add a bud, like that. Okay, everything is done over here. All right, I'm gonna go super quick on the roses, and I'm also gonna do this spirea. I keep seeing things that I need to prune, so forgive all of this. So all of my roses are pruned. The hydrangeas are pruned. The bad news is all of my knockout roses successfully have Rosette. Even the ones that I thought didn't have it, the new growth has the crazy thorn looking crazy things. And so I think I'm going to have to come up with something sooner than later, maybe not right this minute. So we'll see. I'm gonna think about that. I really want to put something long term there. I've changed it out about 20 times. And so I want something that's going to stay, something I'm going to be happy with. So I'm gonna take my time on deciding what I put back here and then in between my windows on my garage where my Eden climbing rose is. So now I am just going to tidy up a couple little, taking the top off of a couple of plants, and then I'm going to spread the mulch. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video. I want to thank you for watching. I also want to encourage you to get out, spend a day in the garden. It is magical and therapeutic. I am feeling so excited for what spring is going to bring. Go out, get your hands dirty. Have a great day. Thank you.